Virgo Yearly Horoscope for 2023. There is a lovely, revitalizing emphasis on your private life or intimate relationships, possibly leading to a relationship's development or a better awareness of your inner workings and a strengthening of your bond with yourself. Your intimate life keeps growing and expanding, providing you greater happiness and exciting new insights. You learn to accept inner change throughout this cycle in order to feel more powerful. There may be more options to get financial and/or emotional help, but you should be cautious of living on credit and taking on excessive debt. It's time to seize possibilities that will make you feel in control of your life and empowered. Deep discussions and musings result in useful findings. Richer in sexuality. Whether it's a refund, an easier time getting loans or mortgages, a rise in a partner's salary, or you inherit something important, there may be advantages and support coming your way through or from others. Your financial prospects can be improved by pooling your assets, skills, and/or money with a partner. Depending on your current situation, you might potentially profit from managing other people's resources and talents without teaming up. Jupiter oversees these things in your solar chart, thus they are more likely to have to do with your house, family, personal life, or sense of security. Your home life, your living situation, or your idea of what is most important to you may undergo some form of metamorphosis. Some people are concerned about a move or a significant investment. Potential drawbacks include taking on excessive debt or relying excessively on others for assistance. When, if borrowing and lending, use caution. Otherwise, it's a good time to be more approachable and to feel more in control of your emotional state. During this time, you can quite successfully rid yourself of some of your inner demons, guilt, and psychological issues that have been buried. It might also be a crucial time for sexual enlightenment and development. Even though there may be some reality checks, it's a crucial time for psychological development. A new theme begins to take shape in your life starting on May 16th, and it's a tremendously energizing one. In this trend, which lasts from May 16, 2023 to May 25, 2024, you feel more upbeat and secure about controlling your life. You aspire to a fuller existence. Your worldviews, educational experiences, and desire for adventure start to form, extend, and grow. As you become aware that there is more out there for you to discover and absorb, you feel more brave and spirited. Although it can be modest since it works so smoothly, this transit is pleased. We might not always be aware of when things are going smoothly. You're less prone to worry about the little things at this point in your life. You have a wider perspective on life and feel generally supported, which helps you cope better with smaller annoyances. This cycle is renowned for your optimistic outlook. Aim to learn as much as you can now to get ready for the next cycle, which takes place from May 2024 to June 2025 and places your career front and center. You should get ready for this. Your perspectives on life in general are developing, evolving, and changing. Opportunities for personal development might arise via contacts with other cultures, individuals, or a larger body of knowledge. Sharing and educating others might be a top priority. The timing is favorable, perhaps even ideal, for writing, publishing, and the media. During this cycle, you might think about honing your abilities and competencies through further schooling or experience. There will probably be new opportunities for learning and life experiences, adventures, travel, novel pursuits, interactions with people from a very different culture than your own, etc. You might have the chance to reach a larger audience at this time. You might start studying something fascinating or pick up a new language. You receive excellent support from family or close friends, or you are very motivated to develop, advance, discover, and leave your comfort zone. It's a great moment to be energized and driven. You can be influenced or inspired by people and situations outside your comfort zone. You're inclined to appreciate chances to broaden your horizons and dazzle others. Education today has the power to improve lives and create worthwhile possibilities. Learning new things and increasing your knowledge can have a significant impact on your home or personal life. Home life changes, neighborhood relocation, and family home growth can all play significant roles. When this transit starts in May, there may be some initial difficulties, especially if your work, habit, and schedule have gotten more demanding or if you have been controlling these things too much. You wish you had more time and energy to interact with others, explore your surroundings on whim, and broaden your thinking. You must strike a balance between letting go of worries that can keep you from engaging in more spontaneous activities and working to organize your life, including your health. Fortunately, a companion may be especially important in June for encouraging you to create more order in your life. You might discover strategies to improve your legal standing in a project or organization. Although you are realistic about your abilities, you are looking to increase your reach. Your Virgo 2023 horoscope indicates areas that need to be condensed, restrained, and slimmed down in order to test for solid foundations. There are inevitably aspects of life that call for greater simplicity. As you discover that life can become out of control if all you focus on is growth and expansion, tests might come into play. During this cycle, tests may be applied to the workplace and working relationships. Daily responsibilities might seem overwhelming and seem amplified. Make sure you are taking care of your obligations and not allowing them to pile up. Some of you might even go through some sort of setback or controversy at work, or perhaps some clumsy behavior and power struggles with coworkers, but only in the most extreme circumstances. For those who are unsatisfied with their jobs or are unemployed, you are unlikely to quickly accept the first opportunity that presents itself. You want something sensible, long-lasting, and consistent with your principles. However, the options may seem limited because you are now more picky. Regardless of your perception, it's also feasible that the pickings are slim in general. It makes sense to restructure your task in such a way that you can handle the monotonous portions of it. Refrain from having a tendency to find fault, complain, and leave it at that. Instead, take it upon yourself to make any modifications you can to enhance your working environment. Although the benefits take time to manifest, they are wonderful when they do. This is applicable to daily tasks or routines as well as working settings. Health-related issues could pose a little more of a challenge than usual. However, these are probably only minor issues that can be resolved with more care. In essence, this transit gives you the motivation you need to revamp your self-care regimens. Our work can offer us a strong sense of purpose, even though it occasionally feels monotonous or overly repetitive. We want to be useful, we want to support and assist others while also doing our part. Saturn in this position would encourage you to clean up if you have been overdoing a helping role or if you have been dispersing your energies without really realizing how much you do. After taking a hard look at these items and making the required improvements, you can actually feel more delighted about the assistance and services you offer. At this time, try to find a way to balance your obligations and hobbies. Additionally, this is a great time to organize and simplify your life. You may very well welcome the structuring energy of this transit on your everyday routine since you are familiar with and comprehend the energy of this theme in these areas of your life. You're particularly capable and quite driven to make things work. Making disciplined progress can be fruitful. In your work or with your daily routines, activities, and tasks, this year may find you to be particularly focused and goal-oriented. You can have unique side interests that inspire you. This year, love, romance, and dating may be connected to your health routines or work, job. There will undoubtedly be instances when your need for structure in your everyday affairs and your yearning for deeper, more meaningful experiences clash. This is especially true in the first part of March. Even though you'll probably have to fight against many situations and ambitions, finding a cozy balance is possible. The region of your solar chart that rules strong personal interactions, such as marriages and other committed partnerships, long-term associations, open enemies, negotiations, agreements, and contracts, is connected to the aspects of your life that, as of March 7th, call for a fresh start strategy. These aspects of life might go through some kind of testing, as if the cosmos were making sure the structure is sound. Things with shoddy construction may very well crumble under the strain of these tests. Those who are fit will persevere and grow. There may be some tensions between you if you are in serious relationships throughout this cycle. For instance, a relationship may seem like a heavy or even a black cloud in your life at times, magnifying whatever emotions of limitation you may be experiencing or may have experienced in this area of your life. Instead, a spouse could come out as cautious, aloof, unkind, or protective. It would be beneficial if you were willing to consider the potential that someone might teach you important life lessons about customs, decluttering your life, and obligations. In other words, resist the urge to dismiss everything they have to say. On this one, take your time. However, you should take action to ameliorate the situation if your partner is pushing you to the breaking point. It is less probable that those of you who are not in committed relationships will rush into a new long-term engagement or commitment. Some of you might start one, but you'll do it very slowly and discreetly. Some of you might find yourself drawn to companions who are more experienced, mature, and established. This phase could make or break the project. If you choose to commit to someone, the relationship will probably last a long time. Even if you're single, you could still experience some anxiety or pressure. It's possible for this deficiency in your life to suddenly get worse and feel like a gaping hole. You could momentarily lose faith in your ability to ever find a solid and enduring relationship. This year, loneliness may be pervasive, but the world is still speaking to you through this experience and bringing it to your attention. You'll eventually come up with solutions to meet this need. Typically, when Saturn is transiting, patience is required. This year, some of you might commit a crime. A relationship may go through some trials or hiccups, but if it's solid, it will survive, and you may opt to take it farther. If not, keep in mind that, if any partnerships ended during a Saturn transit to your partnership sector, it may have been necessary for them to do so. You might be seeing the less than favorable sides of yourself and others at this time, thanks to your interactions. You may not be at your best in terms of general energy because of others, or at least that may be how you view them. It could take a while for some aspects of your life to get better. Additionally, issues with the bones and teeth are possible and frequently occur during difficult Saturnian transits. Try to keep your life as orderly and organized as you can to lessen the difficulties. Try to keep an eye out for indicators of depletion and take action to arm yourself. In addition, look for ways to balance your life's pleasures and obligations. Don't completely abandon your responsibilities and traditions, but instead strive to get as much knowledge and experience as you can from them. Even though they sometimes seem to take their time to fully manifest, the advantages of this passage are enormous. You could elevate a casual relationship to a new level because the ruler of your romance sector is currently positioned in your partnership sector.